JD Douglas is the city manager of the City of Sikeston. They've got something cool going on, something new. Always like that kind of thing. Welcome to the show, JD.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I am doing great, thank you.
It's been a minute since I spoke to you. You've been busy down there after the tornado repairs and all the crawfish boil. You've been busy.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff going on for sure.
Yeah, and now you've got a groundbreaking ceremony for the Downtown Market Pavilion.
That is correct. Technically, we've already broken ground physically, but we'll do the ceremony this week.
You got to cut a ribbon. You got to do something, stick a shovel in the ground. So what is a Downtown Market Pavilion going to be used for?
Well, we originally started talking about it as a home for the farmers market, but we have over time figured out that we could actually do something probably, it's bigger than just the farmer's market. It will be great for hosting the farmer's market, under roof. Right now it's just out in the park when people put up tents and whatnot. But it'll be able to be used for all kinds of events downtown. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we have existing events tied to the rodeo. We got St. Patrick's Day, the Wine Fest, all those type of things might make use of it. I think it'd be a nice space for outdoor weddings, fundraiser dinners, even small, musical performances, concerts, stuff like that. We kind of went out and visited the Charleston, South Carolina City Market, called the City Market out there. And it serves sort of as a small business incubator, so I could see something like that being a use one day of this facility as well.
Okay, so it must be pretty big.
It'll have 22 vendor bays, and then it'll also have a bathroom and a little storage room.
Okay, so this is way past pavilion, because I'm thinking like pavilion at the park where there's 16 picnic tables and a spiffy biff. It's not
sure,
like that.
For sure, bigger than that. Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, so the 21st is the ceremonial groundbreaking of it. When do you think it'll be done?
It'll be done towards the end of this summer. Construction will be complete.
Yeah, because you got to wait for concrete, then you got to do all the stuff. And where in Legion Park is it going to be? Are you going center?
We have been calling it Legion Park West. The existing Legion Park has the fountain and the big trees and everything. Mm-hmm. And then historically, across the street from that to the west, where the depot is, used to be park ground as well. So we're kind of calling that Legion Park West. So if you can imagine where the historic depot is, this pavilion will be right behind the depot there.
Yeah. That way you don't have to cut down a bunch of trees either.
No, it's just going on top of what's now just asphalt.
Yeah. So everybody's happy that way. All right. So you said for weddings and stuff like that, so people can actually rent it?
Yeah, in that way it will be like our park pavilions where you can rent it out for an event, and then we'll also have some of our public events there. Okay.
So ready by the end of the summer, and I imagine this thing's going to be hopping. It's going to be busy all the time.
Well, I hope so. The hope is that it'll be an enhancement to downtown. It'll kind of boost our current events, improve some of them, and bring new activity to downtown. And the more people you can bring to a historic downtown, that's the more potential shoppers for stores nearby. So Hopefully that'll be a positive. It'll have a public bathroom in there, and our downtown merchants have been asking for a public bathroom for years. So I think it'll be a benefit all around.
Yeah, because when you got to go, you got to go. You'll knock on anybody's door, but if there's a public bathroom, that makes everybody happy.
Yeah, and some of those historic small shops downtown in old buildings don't have public bathrooms.
Yeah.
So it's a need.
Yeah. Not only that, some of y'all are gross and they don't want you in their bathroom. Okay. So I'm saying that on behalf of the people who I know who do things like that. So this was much needed. I'm sure everybody's very excited. I know Jason Davis is probably just frothing at the mouth, thinking, "Woo, wine and chocolate," and he's got all kinds of ideas. But this is really great that you're putting this in the downtown area, because reviving downtowns is kind of the thing right now. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a concept called placemaking in city planning, where you create a place that people want to go to that's different than going to a big box store or something,
Right.
and a place people can gather, have events, just hang out and enjoy the outdoors, and especially in a historic downtown, it's just a pleasant place to be and to shop and to do something different than just run to the big box store.
Yeah, and I like that it's big enough to make a reason with amenity, make it reasonable, I should say, with amenities. That way you can have an event there without having to do a bunch of extra little rentals to go along with the side of it. But when you take weather out of the equation, because you can put a big old tarp up along sides if you need to block out the weather as well, and that way things don't get canceled.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about the farmers market right now, just sort of out in the open. If the weather's kind of sketchy, some vendors may not want to come out there. Customers may not want to come out there and get caught in the drizzle. And this will allow you to still have events like that, even if maybe the weather's questionable.
Yeah, to a degree. I just want to add that, because sometimes the weather just gets really fired up, and, well,
Sure.
we know where we live, so we get it. All right, so you've got to be happy about this, JD. How long has this been in the works?
It's been several years, really. It's kind of, the design has gone through several iterations, trying to figure out what the right size of it was. Didn't want it to be too big to where it's never fully utilized, or too small to really be useful. So we think we've arrived at the right size for our community and our downtown. It is expandable. Let's say it's a huge success and there's demand for more space. We could actually add on to either end of it and make it bigger, or add separate complementary structures next to it, and expand that use if we need to.
Yeah, that's awesome. So having a plan that has another plan behind it is always the way to go. So good job. So the groundbreaking is just an official thing, but the Downtown Market Pavilion is going to be ready by the end of summer. So if you have an event coming up, give it a thought. How do they make arrangements to use it? Is that going to be done through Parks and Rec? Or the
Yeah,
city?
we will do that through our Parks and Rec department, and they've got online reservations, and we'll fold this all kind of into that system.
Okay. JD Douglas is the manager of Sikeston. Got to be excited about this new development. And it's going to be a big boon for historic downtown Sikeston. And I'm pretty excited for you. I can't wait to come
Thank
see
you.
it. Yeah, thank you,
Thank
JD.
you. Please do.
Bye-bye.